If you're watching this on YouTube, then just know this is a short extract of the episode, and the full episode is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. What is it you do for a living?
So my title is a performance analyst, and in that job I'm working with managers, coaches to help best prepare the players and the staff for upcoming fixtures, and then also to analyse them post-fixture in terms of how we can get better. So I work for Manchester United, was previously at Brentford, and then I've done an internship at Reading, and then I did a little bit of coaching with the foundation at Chelsea. So that's the four clubs.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. I've got some fanboy questions. I'll try and resist because I want to get to the meat of. But what I do want to ask you is, when you're working with these the coaches and the staff and the players and stuff, does it ever become normal? Do you ever go oh bloody hell, there's Harry Maguire, there's Bruno Fernandes? Is it normal, or do you still go as a football fan? You go bloody hell, there's those famous people. Is it still exciting, that part of it?
To be honest, you have to get past that fast.
Right.
That's of course it's natural to feel that way at the beginning, especially when I joined a team like United, I joined the youth team to work with them. So you saw little glimpses of people and who was around, and when I was at Brentford it was the same. You see different people, you go to different games and see people on that. So it kind of not necessarily dies away, but you've got to be professional. You've got to work with these people. They need something from you. You've got to provide something. So that side of it you almost have to minimise.
So at what point then did Manchester United come a knocking, or did you apply for a position there?
So I did 2.5 years at Brentford. So I did that year's internship, and I managed to get a job at the end of it. So I did the internship working with the under-16s. At the end of the year, managed to get myself first full-time job in football, working with the under-21 team. I did that for a year. So I was doing that and the first team. I did that for one season, and then did about 6 months working with just the 21s. And then at that point there, I started to see what other opportunities I could get. My CV was a bit stronger now, a couple of years experience. I built up a skill base really that I thought I could now try and see what else was out there. Went for a couple of jobs, didn't get them, and that gave me a little marker of where maybe I was at.
Right.
And I wasn't actively seeking to. I didn't want to leave, but I was just seeing what opportunities was there for me. And then I went for 2 jobs. I went for a job at Brighton and a job at Manchester United. But if I'm being honest, when I applied for the job at Man United, I was sort of like, well, I've got my CV ready.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can see where I'm at. See where. Let them decide where I am, in comparison to other people, and see if I can get an interview and that. And I managed to. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd that feel? But that was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah. But there's a little bit of a story to the first interview that I almost didn't make it there.
Oh, didn't you?
And this may not be possible now.
Wow.
So because I was living in London, neither me or the missus had a car. So I got on the train, tried to make my way up to the training ground at Man United, and I knew I had to get off at Altrincham and then get a bus to the training ground. So I'm on this bus, I'm in my suit, and I'm going down these windy roads. I'm thinking, I'm not sure the training ground's out here. And I knew the sort of road that I had to get off on, but the buses, they didn't say which. So living in London, you knew every stop you were going to get. Didn't have that. So I'm like, well, where am I here? So I'm trying to check on the phone, the signal's going. Anyway, so I press the button, I get off the bus, and I'm on this S-bend. And I'm like, where am I? So I'm looking on my phone, I'm trying to find out where I am to get a taxi. Can't get it. Signal's gone. I'm thinking the interview's half an hour away maybe. And I'm in a suit and I'm thinking, what do I do here? So I walked across the other side of the road to the other bus stop. Thought I'll wait for a bus and see, hopefully one will come through. Just as I got to the other side of the road, a taxi came down the road and I flagged it, and he says, no, I've got someone in the back. But he just happened to be turning off just after the S-bend to drop someone off, literally right next to where that S-bend was, and come back and got me and took me to the training ground.
Whoa!
In time for the interview.
Shit.
So that was a sweaty moment.
Yeah, that was Jesus behind the wheel. He knew you needed him.
But almost didn't make it to that. So did that, managed to get through that, and then I went to work with the youth team.
Wow, the Lord intervened on your behalf then, didn't he?
And it was my 25th birthday.
So you said you help prepare the team for like upcoming fixtures and post fixture.
Yeah.
So is it like analysis of what they've done and that sort of thing? So what does a regular day for you look like?
So that of all the people that do the jobs that I do, it changes depending on which coach you're working with, what part of it. So there's 5 people. 5 people in our department that are doing different bits. Some are working on pre-game, some are working on post-game, some are working on training. It changes across all the clubs. It changes. Now I've done a varying roles across all of the jobs that I've done, where I've been filming games. You film on the wide angle to get a wider picture of the game. I've worked with, as you sort of said there, data, but predominantly I work with video. So it's more about preparing meetings. Based on what the coach or the manager is after, in terms of how they want to talk to people, because it's evidence based. Yeah. That's how you attempt to use it. It's evidence based. So you want to take video to show what someone's doing or what a team is doing in order to then prepare for that.